everyone, I am Jitender Singh Dahiya. I welcome you to Read My Story, where I interview authors, speakers, coaches, celebrities, entrepreneurs, and more. Today, I have with me Mr. Ajit Kuldip. Ajit is an HR and career coach and has done BTech in Mechanical and MBA in HR and Marketing, and pursuing Ph.D in HR as well. He is having more experience of more than 2 years in corporate as a HR recruiter and a career coach, teaching students and job aspirants how to deal with interview preparation, confidence building, communication skills, CV building, how to face interviews, public speaking, one-on-one session on mock interviews as well. His vision is to work closely with youth to make them employable and job ready and uplift their skills, abilities, and boost their confidence. His teaching approach is to use modern ATS to upskill new job seekers, profile building with Naukri and LinkedIn and other platforms as well. Today, he would be discussing and sharing with us about his life journey, his experiences in HR, and how he is coaching and mentoring young students. So let us hear from him. Welcome, Ajit. The platform is open, and now over to you.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, very good evening, and good evening to all who are watching out there. And I'm really happy to be a part of this platform. Thanks a
Wonderful.
lot again.
Wonderful. Looking forward to it. So, first thing first, I'd like to know about your past life, how it has helped you to become what you wanted to be and what you are.
Okay, Jitender. Yeah, I'm really happy to answer that question. Uh, because the very first question that you asked me, like how it happened,
Correct.
I would take like so many years back when I was doing my seventh standard and I scored very less mark, like less
Okay.
than 30,
Hmm.
not even the pass mark. So
Hmm.
at that point of time, there was a like huge turning point came to my life that I need to do something. When there was a parents meeting and my teacher, mathematics teacher, he told to my father he's not the right person to be in this school. Otherwise, he
Okay.
changed the school. And at that point, I thought, nee, I need to do something. And from that day onwards till now, I'm like working my level best to do good in my life. And that was the
Wonderful.
point how it started. The true Ajit Kuldip in evolving myself.
Wonderful. Wonderful. You recognize what is the thing lacking, lacking you behind. You immediately worked on that and you started to improve from there.
Yeah, that's how my journey started. Because from
Hmm.
up to like seventh standard, I felt like yeah, life is going the
Hmm.
way I don't want, because loneliness and it happens now. Like when you are not good at something, you feel like you try to avoid the situation, the peoples around you, and you
Correct.
don't feel a part of their like integrity part.
Hmm. Hmm.
So then I felt like at the seventh standard that I have already cited the example that how the turning back in my life come. So
Wonderful.
then I
Hmm.
started like no, I want to be an integrity part of the fellowship or of the school
Hmm.
that I'm like studying.
Correct.
And from that point I started like improving myself, improving my
Hmm.
skills, and being good at academic and being good at other co-curricular activities.
Okay.
That how
So before that, you were not taking part in co-curricular activities as well.
No, Jitender. To be very true, what about my family condition? If you will see, we were
Hmm.
like joint family. We were residing in a very small quarter in
Okay.
the very small town like Koraput. It is known for
Hmm.
one of the backward district. Like people say, according to the government statistics and everything, due to
Hmm.
like poor education and poor transportation facilities and all.
Okay.
So getting from such a small town and from
Hmm.
a family where no one is highly educated, no
Okay.
one is telling you that what is good
Hmm.
for you, without a good guidance. Though
Correct. Correct.
education was, but though they know that education is important, you need to go to school, You need to go to tuition in order to like brush up, in order to get the knowledge, wisdom, and all.
Correct,
But
correct.
there is no true, what I will say, no proper guidance.
हाँ,
So तो वो ना होने के बावजूद लाइक खुद को खड़ा करना एंड सीखना एंड that was a big challenge for me.
wonderful. So that was the trigger point for you. You started taking interest in everything, and then the journey is wonderful. Like you've done BTech, then you've done MBA in HR.
Yeah,
Great.
that's true.
Great.
So as you told me that what happened up to 7th grade, I was not participating in any of the co-curricular activities. इसलिए बहुत ही introvert होना, किससे बात ना करना, and like for every, if teacher asked any questions related to our subject also, I used to feel so scared in the class, like I was praying inside, like God, that the day doesn't come like teacher ask me anything. But I was very scared up to like 7th grade, and then I felt like one day ki, no, I need to change myself.
Okay.
I was really feeling ये होता है ना कि like whenever you're not interested on something,
correct,
then आपका दिल भी वहाँ पे नहीं लगता है, तो you don't feel like going to that place, joining with people. So I was going through that situation up to my 7th grade. Today also when I used to listen from my like any parents like कि school नहीं जाता है, then it makes me to recall my past. जब मैं like school अगर पेरेंट्स बोल रहे हैं कि स्कूल आओ, तो मन नहीं करता था, लगता था कि नहीं मुझे नहीं जाना है. Today also I see like so many people, they don't feel interested going to their workplace, to study and all. It is due to some reason.
Correct.
And we need to find out that reason, and when we will be finding out कि कौन सा lacuna है, कौन सा weaknesses है, when we started working on it, then we can change that into our strength.
Correct. Really.
So I analyzed like this year's so many years I haven't like studied well due to like my lack of communication skill, due to my lack of interest and everything. So that was the phase like during my summer vacation when I thought like this is the right time to like upskill myself.
Okay.
कि जो छूट गई है up to 7th grade मैंने interest नहीं दिया, so I need to work on that. So there I started.
Wonderful. So when was the time you realized about the things you were passionate about, and what are the things you are passionate about in your life?
Yeah. So what happened is that during my 7th, 8th and 10th grade, I was performing, like I was developing myself. I won't say that I was performing very good, but I tried developing myself. It happened, right? It happened in everyone's life. Like we are so result oriented कि हमने आज मेहनत कर दिया, कल ही हम लोग को solutions चाहिए.
Correct.
But very true, practically it doesn't happen. It really takes time.
Correct.
For every good things, it takes time. चाहे हम लोग को महीना, for like many people it might take years to achieve such things.
Definitely.
Yeah, so I was like pushing myself when I just like started participating in co-curricular activities.
Okay.
जहाँ पे like एक पैराग्राफ पढ़ लो, याद ही नहीं रहता है कि like क्या है, because what happened is that when we truly don't understand the language, understand the situation ना, we जितना भी अगर हम by heart कर लें, prepare कर लें, then we might get failure in that kind of situations.
Correct.
So in order to overcome that situation, we need to work on ourselves.
Definitely.
क्योंकि life एक ऐसा चीज है, like for every person whoever at, सबका एक first day आता है, and everyone feels inside कि like I may not be capable, I may not handle. एक mind में first question आता है कि I may not do this. It is not my cup of tea.
Correct.
पर जब हम खुद को पुशअप करना शुरू करते हैं कि like नहीं हमें ये करना है, because see, the society is like result oriented. Nobody knows that how the process is.
correct,
आप कौन सा प्रोसेस में जा रहे हो एंड एवरीथिंग, सबको
hmm,
रिजल्ट चाहिए, बीट फैमिली,
correct.
बीट फ्रेंड, बीट
Ah,
रिलेटिव्स, बीट द सोसाइटी, एनीबॉडी वांट्स
everyone wants overnight success.
ओवरनाइट सक्सेस,
Whatever they do.
whatever they do,
Ah,
truly. तो किसी को प्रोसेस पे नहीं फोकस करना है, मतलब
hmm,
लाइक आज भी अगर कोई अगर बोल दे रातों रात यू विल बी ए मिलियनर, रातों रात
ah,
यू विल बी ए गुड कम्युनिकेटर, रातों
ah,
रात यू विल बी अर्निंग दिस मच, रातों रात you will be so fam, but practically it doesn't happen.
correct.
That may happen in movies and in theaters, but it practically ये नहीं होता है, and
Definitely, that takes time, that takes your hard work, that takes your persistence, and that takes right approach, process. There are so many things you put up all together, and then the results is a success. But that takes time.
time, yeah, that's true.
Wonderful. So, with this, I'd like to know more about your work, like what you do in your life, and how is your experience all about?
Okay. So currently I'm working as an HR in one of the company, and prior to that I was working in the recruitment consultancy firm.
Okay.
That was my first job.
Mm-hmm.
Then I moved to IT company. Then
Mhm.
currently I'm working in a manufacturing company. Currently I'm residing in Odisha itself.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so that's my coming back to my work experience, and coming back to what I now do that you asked me is that currently, apart from like being an HR, I'm a career coach
Mm-hmm.
where I'm teaching students and the job seekers that how to build their career,
Mm-hmm.
how to be
Okay.
optimistic towards like career, and
Mm.
how to enhance their communication skill,
Mm-hmm.
how to prepare for the interviews,
Correct.
how to handle situations, and how to
Mm.
build their own CVs or profile in order to get a good job of
Okay. Mm.
whatever they are preparing for.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what my currently I'm being an HR and simultaneously being a part as a
Okay.
career coach.
Mm-hmm. So, what is your vision, mission, and goal looks like for next maybe 5 to 10 years?
Yeah. Uh, I hope that if everything goes good, my vision is to, I'm looking for a society or for our Indian, because I have a very big pain in my heart, because as I mentioned that up to my 7th standard I was not feeling interest in going
Okay.
schools,
Yeah.
in academics and other thing. तो मैंने अंदर ही अंदर मैंने ये सीखा है कि there are so many students out there.
Correct. Facing
It might be
similar
due to
kind
their
of
financial
challenges.
condition, yeah. It might be due to their financial condition,
Mm.
due to not proper guidance,
Correct.
or due to not a proper society. See, everyone is not that privileged to be born and brought up in a
Correct.
good educated family. Some are also from middle class, lower middle class, and accordingly people are segregated. When I
Definitely.
see such youth, I feel like there are a lot many youth, those who want to learn anything. I'm not telling that you want to go into the corporate life only, you want to be in the top jobs only. You can be an entrepreneur.
Correct.
So my vision is that if I'm trying to do something, putting something in the society,
Mm-hmm.
I want that there should be so many entrepreneurs and so many youngsters who should come in the future with great mind and with great resource.
True.
At least they can change the nearby people, their relatives, their society.
Mm-hmm.
This is my vision, and for that my goal is to plan communication class, one-on-one sessions, so that I can reach to people out there, because communication skill is as important as hard skill.
Definitely.
It's not only important in job, it's important in every segment of life, right?
Correct.
If we are reading a book,
Ah.
we are trying to communicate something what the author is saying to us. We are going in a marketplace. When we are just communicating with the vendors, with the local, over there also communication is important.
Correct.
So I feel like if you're doing a business, over there also communication skill is
Correct.
important.
Correct.
So this is my goal, that everyone should be right at their pace to understand how the communication skill is important and how to reach
Correct.
to so many millions out there. So this is my goal, and I hope that
Hmm.
everything goes good, and within this 5 to 10 years,
Hmm.
I will be forming a good, strong my technical team and supporting team, so that I can reach out to millions of students out
Wonderful.
there.
Wonderful. If you definitely put up all the efforts required, you may reach the destined numbers. And
Yeah.
I really wish you that you succeed in like transforming many lives in the coming years. So
Yeah,
with this,
thank
I'd
you.
like to know more about your most important life lessons you have learned from your life, maybe personal or professional.
Okay, okay, true. So, as you asked me this,
Hmm.
the biggest lesson that I learned in life is that you are the only first teacher to yourself.
Correct.
Some may agree or some may not,
Hmm.
because it happens, right, in the society. No parents or no one wants their children to be withheld from like any kind of opportunities.
Correct.
With
Correct.
हर पेरेंट्स का यही ख्वाहिश है कि लाइक उनके बच्चे अच्छे पढ़े, they
Definitely.
need to get a good job or a good business they need to do.
Hmm.
But practically में every people are unique in their own way.
Yes.
अगर at in anyone's like home, अगर if
Hmm.
anyone is getting birth, parents they used to think that I will be making my son, my daughter either engineer, doctor, or
Ah.
civil servant, or any profession. They are
Hmm.
It's their desire. But when you will be starting the biggest lesson I learned is that everyone will be pushing you,
Hmm.
but unless and until you feel like I'm oriented towards
Hmm.
my
Hmm.
goal,
Hmm.
what I'm made for, what is
Hmm.
my calling for,
Hmm.
तो तब तक आप कुछ नहीं कर पाओगे. तब तक आपको
Correct.
लगेगा कि कोई आपको पुश कर रहा है एंड आप आगे बढ़ते जा रहे हो.
Hmm. Hmm.
बट जब आप फील करोगे कि कोई आपको पुश कर रहा है आपका गोल अचीव करने के लिए, एंड
Correct.
आपका मन
Correct.
भी यही कह रहा है
Hmm.
कि लाइक या दिस इज माय करियर गोल एंड
हाँ.
दिस इज व्हाट आई नीड टू डू, then you will start giving your best.
Correct.
So
Correct.
the first lesson I learned is that during my 7th standard, that unless and until you start changing yourself, you
Hmm.
start thinking that it's my life, I need to bring change within myself first.
Correct.
Unless and until you won't put any like significant change across in the world.
Correct. Correct. The change
The
happens
personal,
from your within.
yeah, you're within. So you are the first teacher. In order to bring any changes,
Correct.
you need to first change yourself. And the
Definitely.
second, as you told, in my professional, I would like to cite one example of my manager. Like previously, I was working in a recruiting
Okay.
consultancy. The day I put the paper of resignation,
Hmm.
I felt that my manager, she called me and she told that Ajit, why you're leaving the organization, and the conversation it went, and she told me that you should move in your life on what you're called for. So
Okay.
that a single line, it really bring a great impact.
हाँ.
Sometimes
Correct.
it happen, हम लोग को bread butter to earn and to look after our family, we do certain jobs and something, right?
Definitely. Definitely. Sometimes we had to.
We had to. So there are so many millions of people out there
हाँ.
जिनको like कुछ करने को होता है, but they don't know how to start. They
Correct.
don't know how to interact with the right people. They don't know कि like हम लोग का resource कैसे आएगा and all. So
Correct.
that single line of my manager, like Ajit, do something that
Which
you have been called
motivates you, which
for, which
inspires you.
motivates you. Yeah, that's true.
Hmm.
तो फिर उसके बाद क्या हुआ? Then I thought that line was really so tremendous that for 2 days I was thinking कि सच में what my career aim is, what my career goal is to get a 9 to 6 jobs, or apart from that I need to do something of my own.
Okay.
So that
Yeah.
I can be an example of an entrepreneur to like other youngsters. So then I started like being a part of a team and like building myself like modules and reaching out to students.
Correct.
These were
Correct.
these two lessons that I learned from my personal life and my professional life. That first one need to be a teacher to himself or herself, and the
Hmm.
second that one need to do something that one is called for.
Definitely, really wonderful, and both the things are really important in your life. When you realize both these things, you can do wonders.
Yeah,
Definitely,
yeah, Jitender.
definitely. So, with this, I'd like to ask you about what are the things you teach during your programs? How you help them prepare uh, for preparing for job interviews or creating their first CV maybe. So, what are the things you tell them and how you teach them? Like,
Yeah. If we will see our Indian education system,
hmm,
we are having a good curriculum, good courses being designed.
correct,
But the best part is that we are not being taught that how to do the marketing, how to
correct.
do the sales skills, right?
Yes, yes,
So whenever the first thing what I teach to any students or anyone that why any company wants to take any employee
correct.
when we are doing CV, when we are building ourselves like communication skills, interviews and all, it's nothing about marketing. It's
Ah,
nothing about showing yourself, that selling yourself, right?
correct.
So the first thing I tell, being a recruiter, being an HR recruiter, I feel that
Hmm.
the job is to sell yourself.
True.
जब भी हम कोई मार्केट में जाते हैं, like whenever we are buying things that is important for us, right?
Correct, correct.
We don't want to pick something that is घर में पड़ा रहता है and all. So we think it's like wastage of money, time and everything.
Huh.
So first I teach my student that you need to create a brand of yourself.
Hmm.
How you can
Correct.
create that? You can create that. See, like every sector is different. We are having so many industry in our market.
Huh.
Be it like chemical industry, be it like pharmaceutical industry, be
Correct.
it like manufacturing industry.
Correct.
तो मोस्टली स्टूडेंट्स लोगों का क्या रहता है कि लाइक एक ही सीवी बनाए,
Hmm.
हर एक कंपनी में डालते जाए.
Huh.
So it practically doesn't work.
Correct. That
So
doesn't work.
first approach is, yeah, it doesn't work. So the thing that I teach them is that what should be the approach,
Hmm.
how you should build your CV, how you should start branding yourself, your skills, your
Hmm.
knowledge, or anything that you are having.
Hmm.
Then only you can reach out to the company HRs and all. Being an HR,
Correct,
what I
correct.
see is that I don't see a candidate first. First, I see in various like Naukri portals or any job portals. First, I see their CV, right? If the
Yes.
CV is okay to the point according to what we are requiring for, then only I will choose him or her for our job.
Correct. Correct.
तो कैंडिडेट्स लोगों का वो फर्स्ट सिखाना ये रहता है कि like how to build CV, how to build the communication skill, how to prepare for the interview, or one-on-one sessions में I used to take sessions on interviews and I used to find out उनके क्या flows हैं. I used to give them feedback. And again, I used to conduct another interview where I used to give them suggestion. These are the points that you need to brush up, that you need to work on. Then you can just like succeed in finding your dream job or finding your dream profession.
Correct. Wonderful. So, if somebody comes to you and take your classes or do programs with you, what would be the value addition they can expect from you? How you would be able to help them to grab their first job or maybe to have the right approach towards interview? What would be the things they should look into like while coming to you?
Okay, yeah. So the very first thing one need to learn is that if they are looking for a job, so they need to know about like what are the companies that they can get into, right?
Okay.
They might get into like IT companies or like manufacturing companies, be it any engineers or be it any graduate, be it like BC, BCom or anyone. If we are studying, we will see the education system. Why we study? We study for a job. And one will be having a clear picture that these are the companies that I will be applying for and I will be getting into. So my first approach to them is that what all companies you are looking for? What all companies are your priority? So accordingly your approach should be.
Okay.
If I'm planning for an IT company or a manufacturing company,
Hmm.
depending on them, my approaches will be different. So this
Okay.
is the first
Hmm.
criteria I used to tell, that I used to know that what are the I used to customize the whole courses and accordingly to the student, according
Okay.
to
Okay.
their dream
Hmm.
jobs and so that
Correct.
they will feel like नहीं उन्हें क्या करना है,
Hmm.
कैसे करना है, what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages,
Hmm.
SWOT analysis, what are the strength, weakness, opportunities and threats, so
Correct.
that the analysis data based में, because you know that data is
Hmm.
the future fuel.
Definitely. Hmm.
According to the data, according to the desires and skill set,
Hmm.
I used to guide them, like
Okay.
what they
Hmm.
need to do and what they need not have to do.
Okay. Hmm.
My approach.
Okay. Right. Right. So, with this, I'd like to know more about you. Like, as you mentioned previously, that you were kind of introvert. So, when you were young, you were introvert. How you tried to transform yourself? What are the things you kept in mind while going through the process?
Yeah. When someone calls them introvert, it just makes me reminds of my childhood. As you told me that I
Hmm.
was an introvert, truly said, then become extrovert. Like I loved interacting with people.
Right.
Why people? Some people are being introvert, and I really respect them for what
Hmm.
they are, and it's also good at some profession, right?
Correct.
Uh, but being introvert, that doesn't I was being introvert, that doesn't makes you like to learn like so many things. If you will see a
Hmm.
businessman, if you will see any employee,
Hmm.
it's see abhi ghar pe like work from home is going on.
Correct.
Otherwise we are working in a with collectively with the people.
Hmm.
The first thing is that one should know that yeah, being introvert is good at some point, but
Hmm.
being extrovert also is very good in order to like balance life wherever you are.
Correct.
If
Correct.
क्योंकि हम लोग का ऐसे होता है कि like we're not working personally by sitting
Hmm.
idly at a particular place, right? We
Yeah.
have to work with the people surrounding, be
Correct.
it the society, be it the marketplace, be in the workplace. We need to
Hmm.
work with people, and
Correct.
at that point in time अगर हम इंट्रोवर्ट हो जा रहे हैं तो ये
Hmm.
होता है कि करियर में प्रोग्रेस नहीं हो पाता है,
Okay. Hmm.
नॉलेज शेयरिंग अच्छा से नहीं हो पाता है,
Hmm.
रिलेशनशिप बिल्डिंग नहीं हो पाता है.
Correct.
तो जब इंट्रोवर्ट था, the thing I had experienced myself
Uh-huh.
is that what people sometimes we are introvert due to lack of something.
Right.
Uh, as I have already mentioned that I was not feeling like going school, interacting with people,
Huh.
because I was not having the interest to like academic also doing up to my
Hmm.
seventh grade. It
Okay.
was due to my fear. जब
Hmm.
हम लोग डरते हैं ना कुछ चीज से, then we feel like it's better to be in the back. It's
Correct.
better to be
Correct.
in the
True.
backbench. Because the
Huh.
backbenchers up to seventh grade. See,
Huh.
sitting in the backbenchers, that's not anything bad or nothing wrong with that. But if you're thinking that like if I will be
Hmm.
going ahead,
Hmm.
someone may laugh at me, someone may question at me. So
हाँ.
वो सोच के ही खुद को पीछे करना, that's a
हाँ.
bad thing.
Correct.
Otherwise, sitting at the bench back, that's not a bad thing or
Correct.
anything wrong
Correct.
with that.
Correct. Hmm.
But अगर हम mentally सोच रहे हैं कि like कोई बोलेगा कुछ,
Hmm.
yeah, it might create a problem for us, that's a bad thing.
Definitely.
So that's the phase that I just like turned into, like when I came to 7th standard, I took a decision like मुझे कुछ करना है, I need to learn something. कभी भी अगर हम learn कर रहे हैं, we cannot learn like alone, right?
Hmm.
If we are learning something, we need to go through certain personalities, certain books, certain videos, certain faculties and all. So
Correct.
all these things require communicating with the people.
Huh.
And that's how I felt like if I will be learning only to myself inside a room or inside only in an isolated place, then that won't create any impact on the society, right? If anyone is
Correct.
having so much knowledge and so many certificates and everything, but he's not able to like communicate with people, he's not able to share, then it impact नहीं means like the old won't get the impact.
हाँ, correct.
अगर if we will see, Thomas Edison would have thought कि like whatever light he have discovered, he will say if he would have thought कि नहीं ये वाला light it's very helpful for me, I will be just like lighting my house only. Then that won't have like helped us in getting this electricity and light and all.
Correct.
But he would have also like thought of like नहीं अगर हम कुछ कर रहे हैं then we need to interact with people, we need to share with ताकि उनका भी life change हो. So that's how the discovery of like from being introvert to extrovert, that how
Wonderful. So during your journey, who were your greatest support and how they supported you during the time?
Yeah, my mother, she was my greatest support, I would tell, because like many times I had to question myself whether I will be doing this. Whenever failure comes, right, there are people who will be blaming you that you haven't done this, that's the consequences of this, you haven't followed this way, for that you're suffering now. But some people in your life, I call it my mother, because she will never see anything negative. She will never tell anything negative.
Mothers are like that only.
How she will handle is that okay, that happened, but from next time onwards you can turn it into a positive way.
Okay,
you can work on that. So ये सब चीज अगर many times in our life also ना, we used to like tell people कि like you haven't done this, that's why you're facing this.
Correct.
If you similarly if we are responding in a different way कि like okay वो नहीं हुआ तो आप अलग way पे try करो.
Correct.
If you will be giving them the right thing, the right example, then I hope that like many lives will be changing out.
Definitely.
So my mother's my mother was my like a strong point. She will be like guiding me. Though she is not educated, but she is having the like right guidance spirit.
Correct.
Also, ये होता है ना कि like life में education is important, but apart from that also like moral support is also very important.
Definitely.
Family से अगर कोई अगर दे रहे हैं and they are telling you नहीं कर पाओगे, you will be doing that. That's the biggest thing for anyone, the biggest gift in this world.
Correct. Wonderful.
My role model, I would tell.
Definitely, wonderful. So with this, I'd like to know more about like who were the people who were your inspiration and motivation throughout the life.
Yeah. So what happened is that I would like to like cite an example. I was in my like 11th standard. I was in the physics lab, and what happened is that I was doing the experiment. I remember I was doing the experiment of reflection of light.
Okay.
And at that point of time, one of my faculty, he just like called me, Mr. Ajit, you come to my chamber. Then he was sitting over there, and I went to his chamber, and I said that, sir, you called me. Then he said, yeah, I called you. Why are you studying science? Why don't you study arts? So I was like, why sir is telling? I was like, have I done anything wrong during the experiment or something? Then he told me that you're having a very good communication skill. You're having a very good people skill. Why don't you try for civil service? And why don't you try preparing for Indian administrative service and all? So that was the point of time. I felt, why sir told me, is there anything inside me that sir have felt? And what happened is that within that 2 weeks, another two faculty of mine who were like not teaching me, but were a part of my college. The two men, they called me and they said in Hindi, अजीत तुम्हारे पास बहुत ही like अच्छा communication skills है, problems को solve करने का skills है. Why don't you join our Indian administrative service and trying to bring change over there? So at that point of time, I felt like the world is seeing me the other way that I'm unable to see myself.
Okay.
Yeah, because Hindi mein they say, right, that
Correct.
हिरनी के पास the deer is having a very good fragrance inside, means like the body of itself, but still
Correct.
it is but still he is fine, but still the deer is trying to find that where the sweet fragrance is coming from.
Correct.
So
Correct.
similarly in our life also, if we are surrounded with good people, if we are doing the right thing,
Ah,
then there is some almighty spirit or like God is there, who is working for you,
correct. Correct.
uh, that the people around you, they will be just like finding out your importance, and they will be telling that why don't you try something good.
Ah,
So it really impacted me, and I felt like why they have scared me. The first motive of them was the society needs some
correct.
change,
Correct.
and the society needs some good people in order to like bring some changes across the
Definitely.
within the system.
Hmm.
So they have told that way. So I felt inside like no, if I'm not going into civil service also, I will be a part of this society. I
Okay.
will be trying to bring changes among the youth
Correct.
who are backbone of our society and backbone of our country.
That is also important.
Yeah, that is also important, and in that way my approach was कि like नहीं कुछ करना है तो society के लिए करना है.
Definitely.
अगर कुछ भी करना है apart from like personal jobs and professional work, I
Hmm.
need to work for the society. So I felt like I need to do my own course, and get back into the work where I will be just like grooming so many students out there dreaming
Ah.
for that dream jobs and all. So that's how this was the like certain example where I have just like learned a lot.
Correct. Correct. Wonderful. So with this, like, I'd like to know more about your take on success. How does it look like to you?
Yeah, so when I was like champion for the consecutive 2 years in my college, and like so many success like comes to me like in terms of the dream job that you're looking for, you're preparing for, and you're getting. So success is only an emotion that won't last for a very long time, right?
Correct.
It might happen, you might be looking for a big house. If you would have got, then it is your success that you have got.
Hmm.
But how to sustain that success for a long period of time?
Right.
It's not only about like clicking something, getting a job, getting a good house, getting a good number of people in the courses and all. But success is something that you need to like keep it every single day.
Correct. Correct.
You need not have to think about success that I will be getting in the future, after 5 years, after 10 years.
True.
Then you won't live a life of content. You will be always will be thinking that once I get success, then only I will be happy.
Correct.
Then only I will be joyful.
Correct.
So it doesn't only impact you because the people around you, for example, अगर कोई एक if any a single person अगर कोई अगर बोल रहा है उनके parents को that I have a dream to become X person or Y person in my life, then their parents will be thinking कि success ये तभी बनेगा जब भी वो X person बनेगा या Y person बनेगा.
Correct. Correct.
अगर वो नहीं बन रहा है, then he is not successful. But practically I have learned what is the meaning of success is that the whole journey is a success.
Correct.
अगर आप एक दिन भी आपके ऊपर काम कर रहे हो, आपके वीकनेसेस के ऊपर काम कर रहे हो, आपके सराउंडिंग में every single day, every single time you are bringing any changes, then you are working for success.
Correct.
And the whole process of perseverance and continuity practice will make you success. And I felt
Definitely.
that success is not a single point, but it's the whole journey.
Definitely.
And after getting that point of success also now, in life, if anyone is dreaming of becoming a corporate job or becoming a XYZ bureaucrat or like civil servant, if they're getting, that will be a point of like celebration, I would say, not a success. But when one will be getting a success is that when one will be managing the whole thing. Once after getting a job, is that the point? No, one need to like maintain that. One need to work on that. one need to
Okay.
like manage all the drawbacks, all the
Hmm.
strength, manage people,
Hmm.
manage their work. So that's how one will be becoming successful.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So now we are moving on to the last question of the day. So, what is the message or advice you would like to make to our audience, viewers, and listeners?
So yeah, I would like to just like tell them, see, it doesn't matter in your life wherever you are. You
Hmm.
might hail from a very small town, from a very small home, or from a very financially unstable background. But
Correct.
what it really means is that, or it might happen that your parents may not be educated, the
Hmm.
society that you are just like staying that may not be educated. It's all fine.
Correct.
But it's not fine if you're thinking that
Hmm.
due to this you won't progress.
Yes.
If someone is thinking that due to this criteria or due to this situation I will not
Hmm.
progress, that's a big drawback to them and to the society too. If
Definitely.
someone is thinking like kuch bhi ho, I
Hmm.
want to do something, I will be finding out the way. I know
Correct. Correct.
for some it might be very easy to get everything at
Correct.
one go.
हाँ.
It might be difficult for them. किसी
Hmm.
को एक बार में अगर मिल जा रहा है they are very lucky.
हाँ.
किसी
हाँ.
को
हाँ.
अगर नहीं मिल रहा है and as हरिवंश राय बच्चन says,
Hmm.
कोशिश करने वालों की हार नहीं होती. So I would like to
Definitely.
tell my audience कि like एक बार नहीं बार बार करिए. अगर
हाँ.
आप फेलियर हो रहे हैं वो फेलियर से सीखिए and
Definitely.
कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होगी. Try your
Definitely.
level out there.
It is not in your hand where you take your birth, but it is in your hand what effort you put in to be better, to improve your life in any form. So it is up to you how you put your effort, all your heart, soul, mind, everything onto a place and do it like kind of a magic to your life.
Yeah, that's true. जब आप खुद पे when you will start making yourself like strongful, then everything will be going good from the side of yours and from the side of the other one who is like being you.
Wonderful. Great. So, with this, we are moving on to the last thing. So, it was wonderful discussion, amazing facts you have shared, amazing insights you have shared with us today. I'm really thankful to have you on our platform. Looking forward to hear more from your side soon. Thank you so much, Ajit, for your time.
Yeah, thank you, Jitender. Yeah, it was really nice. The platform is really good.
Hmm.
And I hope that through this platform, like so many youngsters, so many working professionals, so many like people out there who are watching us, that they will be like getting. अगर एक भी word मेरा आज का अगर किसी के life में अगर impact अगर
Correct.
डालेगा, then I would be the luckiest person in this whole world. Like at least I'm bringing some changes within the society.
Wonderful, wonderful. And also, I would be sharing your links to social media and website so that people can be in touch with you. Take your help wherever possible. So, guys, don't forget to check it out too. Thank you, everyone, for watching and listening. And I hope you all must have gathered a lot of information and valuable inputs. And if you use them in your life, you definitely will have positive impact out of it. Thanks, and I hope you all have enjoyed watching it too. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a good time. Thank you, and bye bye.